In the warm embrace of the Caribbean Sea, where the sunsets bleed gold into endless blue waters, there floats an island carved by ancient forces. An island kissed by rain and blessed by fire. An island where life hums in every leaf, every stone, and every breath of wind. This is Jamaica. But not the Jamaica of beaches and crowds. No, this is the Jamaica that lives beyond the postcards. The untold Jamaica. The beating, breathing heart of the island. Far from the coastal towns and sandy shores, where the air grows thick with mist and the earth rises into mountains stitched with clouds, there lies the soul of Jamaica, the Blue Mountains. Ancient. Wise. Endlessly green. The people who live near these mountains call them the place where the sky sleeps. Because when the mist rolls in, the mountains disappear into the heavens, lost between dream and earth. Beneath their soaring peaks, the forests stretch out like a living ocean, endless, ever-changing, whispering secrets to those willing to listen. It is said that no map can capture the true spirit of these forests. Every day, the vines twist anew, the roots dig deeper, and the canopy above shifts like a great green tide. Locals call this hidden realm Anansi's Garden, a nod to the ancient spider spirit from African legend, the trickster and weaver of stories. For year, too, everything is woven, life upon life, story upon story. Massive trees, their trunks wider than a man's outstretched arms, tower overhead. Vines as thick as a sailor's rope coil from branch to branch, dripping with moss and morning dew. The air shimmers with the endless buzz of insects, the flashing colors of butterflies, the darting brilliance of hummingbirds, the doctor birds, the jewels of Jamaica, whose emerald bodies and long tails seem stitched from sunlight itself. Lower down, the undergrowth forms a world of its own, tangled ferns, hidden flowers, and the quiet movements of creatures rarely seen, the Jamaican boa, sliding silently through the branches. The patoo, the ghost bird, watching from the shadows with lantern-like eyes. And through it all, threading like a silver serpent, flows a river, the Rio Grande. Born in the mountain's secret springs, its waters are so clear that you can see the stones on the riverbed, each one polished smooth by 1,000 years of patient passage. The Rio Grande is more than water. It is memory, flowing from the roots of the island's soul. Bamboo rafts, hand-built by generations of river guides, still drift lazily along its course. The raftsmen, men whose fathers and grandfathers floated these waters before them, know the river's moods better than any clock or calendar. They read the shifts in the water's dance, the tilt of the trees, the language of the wind. To sit upon one of these rafts, gliding silently through the green cathedral of the forest, is to drift backward through time, to a world before engines, before concrete, before the roar of machines. Only the sounds of birdsong, the splash of a distant fish, and the river's eternal whisper fill the air. Above, the light filters down in shafts of gold and emerald. It falls through the leaves and broken mosaics, painting the river in a shifting quilt of shadows and light. The deeper you go, the more the forest tightens around you, until even the sky is only a memory, glimpsed in flashes through the canopy. And here, in these hidden folds of the world, magic is alive. In the cool pools where the river slows, the stones hum with an ancient energy. The elders say the spirits of the island, the Duppies, sometimes linger here. Not in anger or fear, but simply because they, too, remember. They remember a time when the island was untouched, wild, and singing. At twilight, the forest transforms again. The colors deepen. The shadows grow long and soft. The crickets begin their chorus, joined by the sharp barks of frogs and the rustle of wings in the undergrowth. The fireflies rise like drifting embers from a long-forgotten fire, blinking secret codes into the gathering dark. It is at this hour, when the last light slips away and the stars prick holes in the velvet sky, that Jamaica's oldest stories are easiest to hear. If you sit by the riverbank in silence, letting the cool earth press against your skin, you may feel it, the heartbeat of the island. Steady. Endless. Patient. It is a rhythm older than memory. Older than the songs of men. Older even than the mountains themselves. For Jamaica was not built overnight. It was shaped by fire, the furious birth of volcanic stone rising from the sea. It was sculpted by rain, centuries of storms carving valleys and cliffs. It was painted by the forest, 1,000 seeds carried by wind and bird, rooting and blooming across the land. And through it all, it was healed by rivers like the Rio Grande, patient, persistent, singing their soft songs of creation. Today, the world rushes. It races forward at a breathless pace, faster and louder with every passing moment. But here, deep within the living heart of Jamaica, time still moves slowly. It drifts. It hums. It remembers. In every hummingbird's flash, and every glint of water over stone, and every sigh of wind through the ancient trees, the spirit of Jamaica speaks, I endure. I sing. I am alive. And for those who wander beyond the beaches, beyond the noise, beyond the glittering lights, the reward is not just a place. It is a feeling. A memory. A homecoming to something deeper than words. Jamaica is not just an island. It is a living, breathing dream, a story still being written beneath the canopy of green and gold. And for those who listen carefully, it is a song that never truly ends. Thank you for listening, and remember to subscribe for similar content like these. Talk soon.